Hello, good evening and welcome to News 360. I am Bernice Abubeidulan, so we are streaming live on all our channels, on YouTube, on Facebook. We are TV3 Ghana and News.
Yes, my name is Martin Esiedu-Datim. Let's bring you the headlines for this evening.
News 360 Headlines is brought to you by
Flamingo Paint,
Pepsodent Charcoal and Pepsodent Herbal,
EcoBank.
Coming up this evening, Energy Minister forms 7-member committee to investigate the Akosombo Gridco substation fire incident.
Also, President Mahama announces $250 million investment in National AI Computing Center to drive Ghana's digital transformation and innovation forward.
Operations to resume the Kojokrom-Sekendi Takrady rail line underway after extensive repair.
In business news, Bank of Ghana targets digital lending and virtual assets in a major 2026 regulatory crackdown on fintechs as the sector grows.
On the international front, the White House says the U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and Donald Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner are heading to Pakistan for Iran talks on Saturday. We have details of all these stories and more. Bernice will give us the first story, but be reminded that you can be a part of the show. Do send us your stories in our various social media platforms.
And we start off from the energy sector. Minister Dr. John Abdullahi Jinapor has described Thursday fire outbreak at the Ghana Grid Company's Akosombo power station as severe and disastrous. He says a 7-member committee has been set up to investigate the cause of the fire and is expected to submit its report in 2 weeks. Joseph Armstrong reports.
According to the Ghana National Fire Service, the fire was recorded on Thursday, April 23 at exactly 14:05 hours. Firefighters drawn from the Akosombo, Akusi, Sumanya, Kpong, and Peki fire stations, comprising 64 personnel and 3 fire tenders, mounted a coordinated response to bring the situation under control. The fire was confined at 14:53 hours, brought under control at 18:51 hours, and fully extinguished by 19:00 hours.
We realized accessibility was the problem. Accessing the seat of fire was a little challenge. So we had to talk to VRA. So they brought in 2 payloaders to create access for us before we were able to have a fair idea of where the fire was traveling to. And in record time, we were able to douse the fire.
The fire damaged a transmission system with a capacity of about 720 megawatts. Inspecting the extent of damage, the Energy Minister, Dr. John Jinapor, described the blaze as severe.
The damage is quite extent and it's quite serious. The briefing I got is that yesterday there was a fire incident following an explosion, and it gutted the whole building.
He noted that while isolated explosions may occur, the scale of these incidents is unprecedented.
This building is constructed in a way to ensure that when there's an explosion, it's contained within. And so the switchyard itself has not been affected. It's quite unusual, and it's quite a situation that we need to get to the bottom of.
The minister also tasked the 7-member committee to complete its works within 2 weeks.
We're going to get experts to serve on that committee from the Fire Service, from National Security, from the Energy Commission, and other institutions that would help us to conduct a detailed investigation. We think that within 2 weeks to 3 weeks, they should be ready with a report so that we can get to the root cause of this challenge and all the other issues surrounding this very, very unfortunate incident.
He assured that engineers have been deployed to restore power to affected communities within the next 24 hours. Earlier, Chief Fire Officer Daniela Mawosi Into Sapon visited the scene to assess the situation. Joseph Armstrong, Good Alugbe TV3, Akosombo, Eastern Region.
From the Eastern region, let's go to the Western region, where operations have resumed on the Kojokrom-Sekondi-Takoradi rail line in the region as particular corridor after extensive repairs by the Ghana Railway Company Limited and the Ghana Railway Development Authority. The service was halted in November 2023 due to technical and financial challenges, leaving multiple unit trains grounded for over 2 years. Irama Smith has more.
Ghana Railway Company Limited's financial distress had made it impossible to fund and maintain the commuter service, causing chronic gridlock on the Kojokrom-Takoradi road. That ends today, bringing reliable and affordable transport back to commuters in the Western region's capital.
The goal of the president is to improve upon connectivity for our people or transportation for our people. You cannot have a well-functioning economy when the transport sector is not functioning. And that is why the president is very committed to revamping the rail sector, and that is why Takoradi, Sekondi, Kojokrom is relaunched today.
The commuter service is just the start. Ghana Railway Development Authority views it as a public good, but the real priority is resuming cargo freight along the line, linking Takoradi Port to the mining sector. This approach, says Ghana Railway Development Authority CEO Dr. Frederick Apo, is the key to sustaining both passenger service and the entire railway sector.
Cannot run passenger service to make profit. It is just there to provide ease of road congestion, seamless travel for passengers, and most importantly, complement the existing mode of transport, which is largely road. If we can also sustain the freight service to complement the passenger service, we can create the ecosystem to sustain the service without running cap in hand to the Minister of Finance begging for a bailout.
The revival has sparked hope among school children, traders and workers who depend on rail transport. Residents of Kojokrom share their excitement during a free inaugural ride.
I'm happy. It's good, especially those who board cars to school. It will cut short their burden. Initially, they used to do it, and it made the children punctual when going to school.
Nice experience,
So I just need my tap and roll card, and it's only 10 cedis, and it can always be recharged whenever it gets finished. When the railway sector collapsed, things were very slow. Now we are hoping that as it has started again, things will pick up and then there will be more food.
To further ease travel, GRDA is deploying buses at the Takoradi terminal to shuttle passengers to the Central Business District upon arrival. Irama Smith, TV3 News, Western Region.
Now, for years, Ghana has chased illegal miners through forest and along river bodies. But now, attention is shifting to a critical question. What if the real target is not the miners, but the fuel that keeps them going? And Yonam Haliga, in this explainer, explores the new strategy.
Mining, known locally as Galamsey, has long been Ghana's most persistent environmental crisis. Now, for years, the response has been focused on raids, arrests, and the seizure and destruction of illegal mining equipment. Now, despite these efforts, however, the problem has continued to spread, that we are talking about polluting rivers, destroying forests and farmlands, and threatening livelihoods of the health of millions of Ghanaians not involved in illicit activity. Now, there's a growing push for a different approach. The Ghana Coalition Against Galamsey is calling on the National Petroleum Authority to target what it describes as a lifeline of illegal mining operations. That's fuel. The logic is simple. Without diesel and petrol, excavators cannot run, water pumps cannot function, and mining activities, especially in the remote forest areas, would slow down and stop entirely. Instead of chasing miners from site to site, the coalition argues that cutting off the supply of fuel could disrupt the entire system at its core. They are proposing tighter monitoring of fuel distribution in mining hotspots, sanction against fuel stations and the supply to illegal miners, and even the prosecution of company directors found complicit. Engineer Ken Ashigbe is the convener of the Ghana Coalition Against Galamsey.
I got educated yesterday that we have over 15,000 on-track excavators. So the question you ask is that how are these excavators fueled? The chamfans, you remember recently the EPA was able to impound some containers of chamfans that were coming in. The one legs, the pumps, all of these, that's when you see NIMOS going to the field, they go and confiscate, how are they fueled?
But for even regulators, they are beginning to highlight how deep the problem runs. The Chief Executive Officer of the National Petroleum Authority, Godwin Edigi Tamaklo, has revealed that fuel tanker drivers and some assistants, known commonly as mates, have abandoned their jobs to join illegal mining operations.
When they come there and they go to the mining communities to discharge petroleum products to the mine, he loses one mate. Because according to the mates, Oyam and Yana is more profitable than being a driver's mate.
And the consequences are becoming increasingly visible and harder to even ignore now. The Church of Pentecost has reportedly suspended water baptism in certain areas as the turbidity of the water has made it unsafe to continue. Apostle Eric Kwabina Nyameche is the chairman of the Church of Pentecost.
Degradation and Galamsey menace. The extensive pollution of water bodies due to illegal mining has hampered traditional water baptism in some mining communities, necessitating a shift to synthetic rubber pools in several districts to carry out the ordinance.
Now, illegal mining menace is no longer just an environmental issue. It's affecting health, livelihoods, and even religious practices. Which brings the question, will the proposed shift in strategy, that is the targeting of fuel supply chains, make a difference? Only time will tell. Enyonam Haliga, TV3 News.
Right, so we are staying on mining-related subjects, and the mining experts have raised critical concerns about government's recent directive to international mining firms to shift surface mining operations to local firms by December 2026. While some see this as a boost for local content participation, others maintain the mining sector is nearing collapse, and government's firm ultimatum has the tendency of driving away potential investors. George Queening reports.
The directive goes to international mining giants who are required to transition their mining activities to Ghanaian-controlled contractors by December 2026 or face severe sanctions. As captured in Airline 2431, surface mining must be conducted by 100% Ghanaian-owned firms, while underground mining requires at least 50% domestic ownership in contracting firms.
Well, I want to believe this very transition will not disrupt production. And how best is the Commissioner ensuring that these international mining firms comply with the December deadline? And what exactly has they stated this very firm ultimatum? I'm engaging the Director of Local Content, Ben Bechmensa.
Nations can also grow through foreign, investment. But as we do that, we must also be mindful that we also want to grow our own. So we're using our policies, we're using the regulations to ensure that we build the local capacity and that we enforce the regulation to the point that the foreign entities will not take over the entire mining space, but ensure that the locals are adequately trained. And that explains the reason why we go through the localization plan to ensure that the following through the regulations to be deliberate about the training of our locals so that, we'll create that kind of balance.
The Director of Local Content at the Minerals Commission, Ben Bechmensa, says severe sanctions will be applied to firms that fail to comply with the December deadline.
If they don't comply, the regulations set out some administrative penalties and will apply them accordingly. They are heavy fines, and the fines comes on a daily basis that you have not complied. Yes, so we will refer to the fines and then apply them accordingly.
A lawyer and mining engineer, Theophilus Jimega, explains that the Act and airline make provisions for a transition period for Ghanaians to be trained to take over.
All in all, I believe it to be a win-win situation. For a long time now, even the companies that are all foreign companies don't necessarily have all their expatriates doing every work in the mine. The Ghanaians are doing the same. And indeed, we are even exporting Ghanaian mining engineers, Ghanaian geologists, Ghanaian metallurgists to other countries. So I don't see how we could not have the capacity or the capability to manage some of these things ourselves.
Mining consultant and policy analyst, Engineer Wisdom Edem Gumashi says Ghana's mining sector is heading for trouble.
They came into this country based on law. They didn't come just by themselves. And the law is clear that the moment we give a company a mining lease holder, based on our Act 703, we grant them exclusive rights on how they want to conduct their operations. And let's be very frank to ourselves. The mining activity being undertaken by the multinational mining companies cannot be financed by monies in this country. Goldfields, Newmont, if Ghana government should even take one of these mines, they can't manage it. They don't have the money.
The government of Ghana's stance marks a significant rise in resource nationalism aimed at retaining more value within the country. George Quenin, TV3 News, Minerals Commission, Accra.
Now, President John Dramani Mahama has announced major funding for Ghana's digital future with a $250 million investment in the establishment of a national AI computing center. Speaking at the launch of Ghana's National Artificial Intelligence Strategy, the president emphasized that AI must be harnessed to enhance human labor, not replace it.
Artificial intelligence is reshaping the world, and Ghana is determined to lead Africa as the AI hub. Here in Ghana, governments believe AI can drive economic growth, improve public services, and open new opportunities for the country's youth. But the move has sparked concern, with some citizens worried that machines could take away jobs and leave them vulnerable. At the launch of the National AI Strategy, President Mahama insists the AI strategy will enhance human labor, not render citizens jobless.
I'm aware that the rapid advancement of AI also raises legitimate concerns, particularly about jobs and the future of work. Many citizens worry that machines will replace human labor, leaving workers vulnerable and excluded. As a responsible government, we take these concerns seriously. AI must enhance human capabilities and not diminish human dignity.
President Mahama revealed the government has pledged $270 million to advance the AI agenda.
Ghana will invest $250 million to establish a world-class AI computing center. In addition, government will commit $20 million to support the short to medium-term implementation of the National AI Strategy. The proposed AI computing center will serve as a net center for research, innovation, and enterprise. This strategy will be implemented over a 10-year period.
Speaker of Parliament Alban Gbagbin cautioned that AI must be regulated, warning that unchecked use could deepen inequality.
Artificial intelligence can unlock productivity, improve public service delivery, enhance scientific discovery, and expand economic opportunity. At the same time, if left unchecked or poorly governed, it can deepen inequality, weaken social trust, threaten privacy, and marginalize the most vulnerable among us.
Minister for Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation, Samuel Nate George, declared that Ghana is ready and capable of leading Africa as the hub of AI.
We intend to use artificial intelligence responsibly and ethically and in accordance with a well-thought-out governance framework. This technology will transform our economy and improve our people's lives. Ghana stands ready and capable of leading and becoming Africa's AI hub by strengthening collaboration between government, industry, academia, and citizens. We will build a Ghana that owns its future in the age of intelligence.
Chief Justice Paul Bafo Boni stressed that technology must serve justice.
No matter how advanced a technology may be, and no matter how efficient it appears, it must remain subject to the rule of law. If I may put it simply, technology must serve justice, and justice must never be made to serve technology.
In more news this evening, Ernest Chemist Limited has donated medicines to the Ghana Prisons Service. The donation is to support the healthcare needs of prison inmates.
For years, the Ghana Prison Service has faced numerous challenges, key among them health and sanitation issues, which have contributed to the spread of diseases among inmates. To help with this, Ernest Chemist Limited donated medical supplies worth 100,000 Ghana cedis to the Ghana Prison Service for distribution across prisons in the country. The donation includes antibiotics, multivitamins, pain relievers, among others.
Ernest Chemist, we are in our 40th year, and we say that we provide quality and affordable medicines. And our focus is on the vulnerable, as and when requests come that concerns the vulnerable, is very much in line with our CS activities. And so every now and then we make, budgetary allocations to take care of, some of these things. So it's an ongoing process. And then as we go along, we'll be doing more as the years go by.
The prison service expressed gratitude for the timely intervention by Ernest Chemist and called on other organizations to offer similar support.
Looking at the quantum of the drugs, it will go a long way to help our inmates. Likewise, officers. Because when the inmates is not well and officers who are not in good health, we have to manage the two. We are grateful to Ernest Chemist and all those who support the Ghana Prison Service. And this is the time we need a lot in the area of logistics from government and the general public.
Ernest Chemist Limited is made up of three main divisions in the pharmaceutical industry: manufacturing, distribution, and exports.
MODEC and its MV25 charter partners have handed over critical gynecological and pediatric medical equipment to the Assemblies of God Hospital in the northern region town of Saboba. The donation, which includes multiple hospital beds, cots for the maternity and pediatric wards, and an anesthetic machine, is to strengthen maternal and pediatric services at the hospital.
The Assemblies of God Hospital Saboba in the northern region, a 134-bed missionary hospital, serves as the primary referral center for the Saboba district. The hospital provides healthcare services to over 120,000 people across the district, neighboring remote districts, and cross-border communities. Equipment shortages in recent times, particularly in maternal and child healthcare, have placed a strain on the facility. The donation from MODEC and its partners directly addresses the need for tools to improve patient care. The Executive Director of AG Care Ghana, Ernest Asigri, described the contribution as the single largest private donation the hospital has received.
We are so grateful to MODEC and its partners for this kind gesture, which we assure them that we would handle them with care to make sure that they last and then be used to support the communities. As we said, this hospital doesn't only serve the Saboba district, it serves other neighboring districts like Cherponi, Zabzugu, Tatale, and across the border in the Republic of Togo, just across the river, Oti River. Many of them come here for health services. So it's more of an international hospital.
The legal and compliance team lead at MODEC, Esinam Ajaji, underscored MODEC's commitment to supporting quality healthcare.
From the comment that the facility themselves have made or the leadership have made, this is one of the biggest donations they've ever had since the hospital was set up. We are only asking that they take good care of it, maintain it, so that in the next 10 or 5 years, if we should come back, we'll see this equipment being used.
The items donated were worth over 830,000 Ghana cedis.
Still watching News 360 on TV3. Stay with us. Business, sports and entertainment are all lined up. We'll be back shortly.
I love President Charcoal. Why?
When there are so many other charcoal toothpaste.
That's both charcoal and lemon.
Oh, does it?
Yes, look right here.
Yes. Pepsodent Charcoal has two of nature's powerful whitening ingredients. With the power of activated charcoal and lemon essence, it removes stains and whitens teeth naturally.
Convinced?
Well, I am. Just look at your beautiful Pepsodent.
In a world where love was found and hearts were broken, they came with hope, they left with memories. Some found love, others found lessons. But what happens when the story isn't over? This season, the stage reopens, not for a second chance, but for the truth. Secrets will be revealed, and emotions, they won't be hidden this time. In this reunion, closure is not guaranteed. Join us on Sunday, 26th April, 8 p.m. at TV3 premises, Studio B. Audience must be seated at 7 p.m.
Date Rush Season 15 shows every Sunday at 8 p.m. on TV3.
Brought to you by Enapa Foods, Heaven Insecticide Spray and Coil. Obuasi Bitters, Numna Wumwangasa.
Gold Board Jewelry.
My Life Insurance.
In a world where love was found and hearts were broken, they came with hope, they left with memories. Some found love, others found lessons. But what happens when the story isn't over? This season, the stage reopens, not for a second chance, but for the truth. Secrets will be revealed, and emotions, they won't be hidden this time. In this reunion, closure is not guaranteed. Join us on Sunday, 26th April, 8 p.m. at TV3 premises, Studio B. Audience must be seated at 7 p.m.
Date Rush Season 15 shows every Sunday at 8 p.m. on TV3.
Brought to you by Enapa Foods, Heaven Insecticide Spray and Coil. Obuasi Bitters, Numna Wumwangasa.
Gold Board Jewelry.
My Life Insurance.
The business segment is brought to you by MTN. Touch concentrated perfume.
Evening, welcome to the business segment on News360. I am Menu Afol. The Bank of Ghana has signed a major policy shift in its oversight of the digital finance sector, moving from a period of rapid expansion to one defined by rigorous governance and system resilience. Governor of the Central Bank, Dr. Johnson Isiama, has told industry leaders that while the central bank remains a supporter of innovation, the era of growth without deep regulatory guardrails has come to an end.
The Bank of Ghana has outlined a transition toward a deeper regulatory architecture anchored by 3 critical legislative and directive updates. Fintechs are now being integrated into the Financial Industry Command Security Operations Center to tackle rising cyber threats. The 2025 Virtual Asset Act and the new directives for digital lenders aim to curb speculation and ensure fair and sustainable credit. Acknowledging that digital finance is inseparable from cyber risk, the bank is now onboarding fintechs onto the Financial Industry Command Security Operations Center to provide a unified defense against threats. According to the central bank, mobile money and interoperable payment have successfully brought millions into the former financial fold. However, the bank warned that unregulated scale creates systemic risk, adding that speed without safeguard weakens confidence. The governor highlighted open banking as the next frontier for Ghana, envisioning a secure, consent-based system that allows consumers more control over their data while fostering a more competitive ecosystem. Dr. Isiama revealed that the central bank is exploring tokenization and blockchain to streamline investment for the Ghanaian diaspora, targeting seamless access to government securities and real estate. According to the Bank of Ghana, to survive the next decade, innovation must now be matched by integrity of the financial system.
Away from that, the Ghana Revenue Authority, GRA, has officially kicked off a major nationwide initiative aimed at reshaping the country's tax culture, emphasizing that national development is a shared responsibility between the state and its people. Commissioner for the Domestic Tax and Revenue Division of the GRA, Dr. Martin Yamurija, announced that the authority will commit to sustained tax education for the next 3 years.
PAIN is designed to move beyond enforcement and instead foster a culture of voluntary compliance among citizens and businesses. According to Dr. Yamborija, the primary goal of this sustained engagement is to ensure every Ghanaian understands their legal obligation to file and pay taxes.
We have done this under the theme, Know Your Taxes, Pay Your Taxes, Let Us Build Ghana Together. So we just want everybody to know that it is very important for you to file and pay your taxes as required by the law.
Over the next 36 months, the GRA will deploy a variety of educational tools to simplify tax processes and encourage transparency.
We have dedicated the next 3 years as what we call sustained tax education. And the idea is we want to continue to educate all Ghanaians who are earning income and are required to pay tax.
In charge of tax education and training at the Chartered Institute of Taxation, Timothy Boy believes that by demystifying tax laws and showing the direct link between tax revenue and national projects, more Ghanaians will be motivated to contribute.
Everything comes from the taxes, and so we believe that this awareness that we are creating is not the end, it's just the starting point, and people, Ghanaians, will see the benefits of paying taxes, and so that it will all help develop our country, so that you travel and the beautiful things you see out there, you can also see that in Ghana.
Let's now move your attention away from the GRA to the Universal Merchant Bank, which has launched a new product named Legacy Care Plus as part of its broader push to deliver innovative financial wealth services that respond to the evolving needs of Ghanaians. The bank says the product is first of its kind, designed to offer a secure and convenient way for individuals to plan their estates and protect their legacy beyond their lifeline.
According to the Universal Merchants Bank, the Legacy Care Plus product provides a structured and secured approach to estate planning. Management explained that the product seeks to help families plan how their assets are managed and distributed after their lifetime. Adam Naitete is the head of corporate communications for the Universal Merchants Bank.
People dying interstate in this country is a big deal. We've seen a lot of people suffer because their parents, let me just put it their way, or family members who cater to them didn't make wills. So this product is positioning itself to fill the gap. It's targeting everybody who is 18 years and above and of sound mind. You don't have to be educated. You don't have to be overly rich. You only need to own a property you can actually call or prove that it's your own.
Head, Registrars and Wealth Management of the bank, Nina Nkumsa Sapon, touched on some requirements needed for one to enroll on the product.
We need your personal details and then a list of all the assets that you have that you intend to will. And then after that, we need information about the people you want to benefit from your will. When you are using Legacy Care Plus, you are able to do it at your own pace. Because even though we are saying that you use the online portal, it doesn't mean you just sit at once and finish it. You are able to save and continue later because there are times you need some better particulars, as we will say, to be able to complete it. You can start it, save it, and then you can continue later.
The product is available on the UMB Speed app, which provides 24/7 banking service. Customers and other prospect clients are encouraged to visit any branch of the Universal Merchants Bank to access the service or contact their 24-hour call center.
In more news tonight, Ghana's non-traditional exports have hit a record $5 billion, driven by strong demand for processed cocoa and agricultural products. The Ghana Export Promotion Authority says it is targeting a further rise to $10 billion within the next decade.
At the launch of its 2025 Non-Traditional Export Statistics Report, the authority reported a 30.7% increase in export earnings. The growth was led by cocoa derivatives, including cocoa paste, butter, and powder, alongside other products such as cashew, shea, bananas, and yam. Yam exports recorded a particularly sharp increase, rising by more than 500%. GEPA also facilitated Ghana's first direct mango shipment to Morocco under the African Continental Free Trade Area as part of efforts to expand market access.
Ghana's non-traditional exports achieved total earnings of $5.006,858,935 billion from $3.83 billion in 2024, reflecting a strong growth rate of 30.7%. 2026 promises to be a year of profound transformation.
The Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, Elizabeth Ofosu-Ejari, described the performance as a significant milestone for the sector.
We are very excited at what has happened here. We hope next year GEPA will churn out more interesting figures to make sure that our export drive has yielded the needed results.
Deputy Chief of Staff Nana Oyebampo Addo, speaking on behalf of the presidency, called for stronger collaboration to sustain the growth.
We are very pleased with the data, especially with the 30.7 increase between 2024 and 2025. That today we can say that we have a value of over $5 billion in terms of exports. The prospects look good. We have opportunities, but it's still work in progress, and we're asking Ghanaians to support this process. Once we push up and increase our exports, we get revenue to develop Ghana.
GEPA says it expects exports to grow by around 20% in the near term as it works towards its $10 billion target by 2030.
We'll now look at how the cedi is faring against other trading currencies and some of our key commodities are faring on the global market. To end the segment, I am Menu Afol.
where love was found and hearts were broken, they came with hope, they left with memories. Some found love, others found lessons. But what happens when the story isn't over? This season, the stage reopens, not for a second chance, but for the truth. Secrets will be revealed, and emotions, they won't be hidden this time. In this reunion, closure is not guaranteed. Join us on Sunday, 26th April, 8 p.m. at TV3 premises, Studio B. Audience must be seated at 7 p.m.
Date Rush Season 15 shows every Sunday at 8 p.m. on TV3.
Brought to you by Enapa Foods, Heaven Insecticide Spray and Coil.
Obwasibites, numna wumwankasa.
Gold Board Jewelry.
My Life Insurance.
In a world where love was found and hearts were broken, they came with hope, they left with memories. Some found love, others found lessons. But what happens when the story isn't over? This season, the stage reopens, not for a second chance, but for the truth. Secrets will be revealed, and emotions, they won't be hidden this time. In this reunion, closure is not guaranteed. Join us on Sunday, 26th April, 8 p.m. at TV3 premises, Studio B. Audience must be seated at 7 p.m.
Date Rush Season 15 shows every Sunday at 8 p.m. on TV3.
Brought to you by Enapa Foods, Heaven Insecticide Spray and Coil.
Obwasibites, numna wumwankasa.
Gold Board Jewelry.
My Life Insurance.
In a world where love was found and hearts were broken, they came with hope, they left with memories. Some found love, others found lessons. But what happens when the story isn't over? This season, the stage reopens, not for a second chance, but for the truth. Secrets will be revealed, and emotions, they won't be hidden this time. In this reunion, closure is not guaranteed. Join us on Sunday, 26th April, 8 p.m. at TV3 premises, Studio B. Audience must be seated at 7 p.m.
Date Rush Season 15 shows every Sunday at 8 p.m. on TV3.
Brought to you by Enapa Foods, Heaven Insecticide Spray and Coil.
Obwasibites, numna wumwankasa.
Gold Board Jewelry.
My Life Insurance.
In a world where love was found and hearts were broken, they came with hope, they left with memories. Some found love, others found lessons. But what happens when the story isn't over? This season, the stage reopens, not for a second chance, but for the truth. Secrets will be revealed, and emotions, they won't be hidden this time. In this reunion, closure is not guaranteed. Join us on Sunday, 26th April, 8 p.m. at TV3 premises, Studio B. Audience must be seated at 7 p.m.
Date Rush Season 15 shows every Sunday at 8 p.m. on TV3.
Brought to you by Enapa Foods, Heaven Insecticide Spray and Coil.
Obwasibites, numna wumwankasa.
Gold Board Jewelry.
My Life Insurance.
In a world where love was found and hearts were broken, they came with hope.
Methodist. That sets up an exciting grand finale on Saturday as Kabenya Atomic go head-to-head with Nkoko Salvation Army for the ultimate crown. Barack Minta Brown has the details.
All right, so we are inching closer to the final of the Bilo Under-13 Championship here at the Second B Sports Stadium. Today, the quarterfinals and then the semi-finals games were played where Kabenya Atomic MA School together with Nkoko Salvation Army made it to the finals. So tomorrow, we're going to be watching the finals. But then today, the result of the game saw Old Roto playing 1-0 loss to Kabenya Atomic, where Kintampo Presby also lost on penalties 4-3 against the Winchi Methodist. That means Akom MA Primary School also lost to Nkoko Salvation Army on primary school. These were games that were played in the quarterfinals. In the semi-finals, saw Kabenya Atomic MA beat Denchemwase 3-0 on penalties. And then in Nkoko, Salvation Army also beat Wenchi Methodist by 4 goals to 0. And so the stage is set for tomorrow. Who is going to be crowning, or who is going to be the new face of the Milo Under-13 Championship? Is it going to be Kabenya Atomic Emmy Primary School or Salvation Army Nkoko Basic School? For 3 Sports, back in Tabon, Secondary Sports Stadium.
Now, the former Black Stars head coach Chris Hughton has revealed he was diagnosed with prostate cancer in April last year. The cancer was detected early and he had successful surgery in May. He said, quote, "The news certainly didn't scare me," he said to the Daily Mail. And he also said, quote, "I know everyone is different, but my first impression was I'll be fine. I didn't instantly think this is probably just going to kill me. I just thought, okay, we'll have to do what we have to do." Now, Hughton initially joined the Black Stars as a technical advisor in early 2022 before officially taking on the role as head coach after Ghana's group stage exit in the World Cup that year. He was sacked by the GFA following Ghana's underwhelming performance at the 2023 AFCON, where they were knocked out of the group stages. Now, moving on to Europe, Arsenal head coach Mikel Arteta has turned full attention to his team's upcoming home game against Newcastle United, stating that it is one of 5 crucial games to the Gunners' title hopes. Now, Arsenal lost their place at the top of the table after Manchester City defeated Burnley during the midweek. Arteta, who has received a boost with the return of Bukayo Saka and Ricardo Calafiori, aims to earn all 3 points.
The energy rates, the belief rates, I think the clarity, what we have to do, it cannot be better. 5 games to go. Tomorrow, game 1, all in. Let's go for it. I don't know, it's 5 games to go, 4 weeks, 2 big competitions to play for, and everything to play for. I mean, if somebody would have told us at the beginning of the season, we would have taken it, and we are so excited. And tomorrow is game 1. Depending on how the situation is, you can think about something else, but the priority is that you have to be better than the opposition and the right to win the game and win it. That's the first thing.
That was Mikel Arteta speaking. Of course, before we do wrap up, some news for you. Carlos Alcaraz is out of the French Open due to a wrist problem, he revealed on Instagram earlier today. And that's it for the sports segment here on News 360. My name is Bill Ishen.
In a world where love was found and hearts were broken, they came with hope, they left with memories. Some found love, others found lessons. But what happens when the story isn't over? This season, the stage reopens, not for a second chance, but for the truth. Secrets will be revealed, and emotions, they won't be hidden this time. In this reunion, closure is not guaranteed. Join us on Sunday, 26th April, 8 p.m. at TV3 premises, Studio B. Audience must be seated at 7 p.m.
Date Rush Season 15 shows every Sunday at 8 p.m. on TV3.
Brought to you by Enapa Foods, Heaven Insecticide Spray and Coil.
Obuasi Bitters, Numna Wumwankasa.
Gold Board Jewelry.
My Life Insurance.
In a world where love was found and hearts were broken, they came with hope, they left with memories. Some found love, others found lessons. But what happens when the story isn't over? This season, the stage reopens, not for a second chance, but for the truth. Secrets will be revealed, and emotions, they won't be hidden this time. In this reunion, closure is not guaranteed. Join us on Sunday, 26th April, 8 p.m. at TV3 premises, Studio B. Audience must be seated at 7 p.m.
Date Rush Season 15 shows every Sunday at 8 p.m. on TV3.
Brought to you by Enapa Foods, Heaven Insecticide Spray and Coil.
Obuasi Bitters, Numna Wumwankasa.
Gold Board Jewelry.
My Life Insurance.
In a world where love was found and hearts were broken, they came with hope, they left with memories. Some found love, others found lessons. But what happens when the story isn't over? This season, the stage reopens, not for a second chance, but for the truth. Secrets will be revealed, and emotions, they won't be hidden this time. In this reunion, closure is not guaranteed. Join us on Sunday, 26th April, 8 p.m. at TV3 premises, Studio B. Audience must be seated at 7 p.m.
Date Rush Season 15 shows every Sunday at 8 p.m. on TV3.
Brought to you by Enapa Foods, Heaven Insecticide Spray and Coil.
Obuasi Bitters, Numna Wumwankasa.
Gold Board Jewelry.
My Life Insurance.
In a world where love was found and hearts were broken, they came with hope, they left with memories. Some found love, others found lessons. But what happens when the story isn't over? This season, the stage reopens, not for a second chance, but for the truth. Secrets will be revealed, and emotions, they won't be hidden this time. In this reunion, closure is not guaranteed. Join us on Sunday, 26th April, 8 p.m. at TV3 premises, Studio B. Audience must be seated at 7 p.m.
Date Rush Season 15 shows every Sunday at 8 p.m. on TV3.
Brought to you by Enapa Foods, Heaven Insecticide Spray and Coil.
Obuasi Bitters, Numna Wumwankasa.
Gold Board Jewelry.
My Life Insurance.
And welcome to the entertainment news segment here on News 360. My name is Noella Donko. Now, excitement is building as the search for Ghana's next young star reaches its peak. Now, after weeks of thrilling performances, all eyes are now on the grand finale of Talented Kids Season 17. According to producers, the 5 finalists are poised to bring their A game.
These amazing kids have given it
it their all, and now it comes down to one unforgettable night.
After weeks of thrilling performances, 5 exceptional young talents have secured their spots in the grand finale of this year's Talented Kids reality show. The ultimate showdown takes this this Sunday, April 26th at the National Theatre. According to producers, the 5 finalists are poised to bring their A-game. They say the contestants have had ample time to prepare physically, emotionally, and psychologically for this defining moment.
Even before this week, these contestants have had the brief to prepare and then get ready for what you would have to see on Sunday. Because they are kids, we need to give them enough time to research, to learn, and then prepare. We are ready physically, emotionally, we've psyched them psychologically. And we are ready with props, stage, lights, everything. All we're waiting for now is 3 p.m. on Sunday to say action.
These 5 finalists are ready to make history with electrifying performances as they battle for the ultimate crown.
You guys are going to perplex.
Ose, we are going to be perplexed. As we sit here, when we come to the National Theatre on Sunday, you perplex us. Wow.
Jasper Blue, DJ Zeb, Ino the Poet, Poet Leisure, and Quindessa will take center stage in what promises to be the biggest showdown in the capital.
This year, we have quality contestants. I must say, from singers, dancers, poets, and all the talents that you see. They came prepared, and everyone that is in the finale now that you are watching have paid the price. They've worked hard. They went through the mill. They just deserve where they are. And we can only look out for the best on Sunday.
Who will be crowned the winner of Talented Kids Season 17?
These amazing kids have given it their all.
So do join us at the National Theatre on Sunday, 3 p.m. sharp, and the tickets are going for 50 Ghana cedis. That's it for the Entertainment News segment here on News 360. My name is Noella Donko.
Thank you, Noella. It's now time to bring you entertainment news updates. And the White House says U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and Donald Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner are heading to Pakistan for Iran talks on Saturday. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance and Secretary of State Marco Rubio will not attend talks but are on standby. We also know Iran has confirmed that its foreign minister will travel to Pakistan's capital, Islamabad.
That's it for News 360. Thanks for watching. I am Martin Asiedu Date.
And I am Ben.